Well, welcome to our very first video for the 2022-23 school year. I think I'm finally starting to get myself together a little bit and figure this thing out. So let's get this ball rolling, and we're going to be looking at our cumulative review. But before we do, I want us to take a couple of notes. I'm going to make us a chart with this on it to hang up in the room. But until I do, I want you to have this in your notes, okay? So, first off, everything we do is going to be do the math, here's your sign. And I have some of these little things that I'll give you if you want one later next week, and you can put it. But we're going to do the math, then we're going to, here's your sign. So, first we have addition and subtraction. And we're going to use this bridge map. I love my erasable pens. This is why they're so awesome. Y'all see me using these a lot because I like to use color and they erase. So I'm going to move those out of the way for just a minute. All right, so after your problem is written as addition, make sure y'all can see that. After it's written as addition, this is after UKCO. Okay? What we're going to do here is after that happens. Okay? That's after that happens. So, here's our bridge map. So, after we've written it as addition, after we've KCO'd it, if the signs are alike, means, alike signs means we're going to do the math. Do the math means we're going to add. Do the math means we're going to add, okay? And like I said, I got some more of these little cutouts. And then here's your sign. We're going to keep the sign. So we're going to add and keep the sign. All right. If the signs are different, to do the math, we're going to subtract and take the sign of the number farthest from 0. Okay? So as we're practicing and doing this, those are the things we're going to kind of focus on. I'm going to pull these two little things down right quick so that I can use this when we're doing our cumulative review. And you don't have these little pictures, but that's okay. You can make you a note out here. Here's your math. Do the math. Here's your sign. This is adding and subtracting. Well, then over here on this side, we got our handy dandy friend, Dorito Man. And Dorito Man is all about multiplication. All right, I can't spell this morning. Y'all want to see what time it is? Yep, and I've already cleaned out my freezer in my classroom, so I've been here since 5:30. M-U-L-T-I-P-L-I. This is multiplication and division, okay? Multiplication and division. So, we use Dorito Man when we're multiplying and dividing, but we still do the math, and here's your sign. Dorito Man still has that do the math, here's your sign, okay? So we do that no matter what we're doing. We do the math, then we determine our sign. And we did that when we were practicing multiplying and dividing, we still do the math. And here's your sign. I'm just going to put me one right over there. And then I'm going to flip, kind of move this paper. And then I'm going to grab my cumulative review. So you should have your cumulative review. You should have already finished up whatever you were supposed to be finishing up in class. And you should have your cumulative review. You had a quiz today in 2022-23. If I use this video for years to come, we may not have a quiz, but do the math. Here's your sign. So I'm going to put this over here out of the way, and I'm going to grab my cumulative review. Here it is. All right. So I'm going to kind of just throw this in when it's necessary so you can kind of see what we're doing. A teacher writes an expression on the board. What is the value of the expression? Well, here's our expression. So I'm going to pick me a color just because I like to write with a color. Here's my expression. And the first thing I'm going to do is look and see what operation I have. And right here is my operation. And it's already written as addition. It's already written as addition. So we're good to go to our bridge map. So we're going to look at our bridge map. I'm just going to draw a bridge map right here to remind myself that that's what I'm looking at. So I'm going to look. Are the signs alike? I'm looking right here and right here. Are the signs alike? Yes, they are. So if the signs are alike, I do the math. So I'm going to add 24 plus 34, and I get 58. And then here's your sign. I keep the sign that's in the problem. So there we go. My answer is negative 58. Okay? What is the distance between negative 2.5 and 1.5 on a number line? Well, first thing you're going to want to do is shut down because this is a fraction. And I need to go ahead and let you know, keep in mind, fractions are your friends. Fractions are your friends. And we won't be doing a lot with fractions until we get to the next unit. And when we get to the next unit, you'll have a calculator. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. But on this one, we're just going to draw us a quick number line. We're going to put 0 right here. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's negative 1. Here's negative 2. We're going to have to go one more. Here's negative 3. Let's go ahead and put us a 3 on this side because mine has to be the same. Now, so negative 2.5. Negative 2.5 is going to be right here. This is going to be negative 2.5 right here, okay? Negative 1.5, positive 1.5 is right here. This is 1 1/2, okay? So all we're wanting to know is distance. And distance is just absolute value. So we're just going to look at this and go, okay, if negative 2.5, we're going to walk to 0, how far would it walk? It would walk 2 1/2. Let's write it as 2.5 for the ease of adding, okay? We're going to write it as 2.5. It would walk 2.5 steps. If 1.5, we're going to walk to 0, it would walk 1.5 steps. Okay? So when I put those together, 2, 3, 4, the total is 4. So it's 4 places. They're 4 places from each other. And all right, Miss Purvis has 45 oranges to give her students. She gives away 15 to the boys in her class and 13 to the girls. How many oranges does she have left? Well, so she has 45 oranges. And we're going to use our addition. She's going to give away, which means she's taking them away. So we're going to represent that as negative 15. And she gives away 13 to the girls, so we got a negative 13. Okay? And then once we do that, we're just going to group those two together, come back to our bridge map, and looking at our bridge map, is it written as addition? It is. We've got written as addition. Are the signs alike? So we're looking right here at this 45. That's a positive 45 and a negative 15. The signs are different. So that means I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to come over here and say 45 minus 15. And I get 30. And then I got here's my sign. Which one of these is the farthest from 0? The 45 is the farthest from 0. It is positive, so that 30 will be positive. This sign means that this will be positive. So we've got a positive 30 right here. Then we're going to bring down our negative 13, and we do it again. It's already written as addition. We look right here. Are the signs alike or different? They're different. If they're different, because we've got a positive 30 and a negative 13. Now, if I'm going a little bit fast, the glory and the good thing with a video is you can stop, back it up a little bit, repeat it, just pause it if you need to take your notes, do whatever you need to do to make sure you're understanding each problem. When you come in on Monday, your paper should look exactly like mine. It doesn't have to have all the color. It can be all in pencil, but everything I write, you need to make sure you're writing on your paper, okay? So now, we're adding. The signs are different, so we're going to subtract. So I've got 30 minus 13. That gives me 17. Here's your sign. Which one's the farthest from 0? The 30 is the farthest from 0, which means that positive is going to make that 17 positive. And so she has 17 oranges left. Okay? 17 oranges left. All right. Rewind this, stop it, do whatever you got to do. On a school playground, a math teacher draws a number line with the values from 10 to 10. The distance between each consecutive number. Consecutive means one after the other. 1 and 2 are consecutive numbers. 2 and 3 are consecutive numbers. So consecutive just means one after the other. The distance between each consecutive number is 1 meter. Kenya is standing at 5 and Braxton is standing at 2. What is the straight line distance between the two friends in meters? So let's draw this, okay? Let's draw this. She draws a number line on the playground with values from 10, and I'm thinking that should be negative 10, okay? So let's make that a negative 10. And we're going to put 0 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, what it says next is the distance between each consecutive number. So what it's talking about is from here to here is 1 meter. Okay? From here to here's 1 meter. From here to here's 1 meter. From here to here's 1 meter. From here to here is 1 meter. All up from here to here's 1 meter. From here to here's 1 meter. All the way down between each number is 1 meter. Okay? On all of them. You're not here. I'm not here and I'm videoing. Say good morning to Miss Purvis. From here to here's 1 meter, all the way down. That happens almost every time, so just get used to it. Okay, I am here, but I'm not here. I'm here right now doing this. So let's keep moving. Now, Kenya is standing at 5. So, Kenya, I'm assuming Kenya's a girl. She's standing at 5. Okay, so there's Kenya. Braxton is standing at 2. What is the straight line distance between them? So from what we're wanting to know, what it's asking you is how far are they standing apart from each other? So they're 1, 2, 3 spaces from each other, but each space is 1 meter. So they are actually standing. That's 1 meter, that's 1 meter, and that's 1 meter. So they are actually 3 meters in between them. Okay, it wouldn't matter on your cumulative assessment if somebody's over here. If I'm standing here, let's just do one more just to pretend. Let's just put a dot right here at -6. And I'll put a dot over here at +3. And let's look at what the distance would be in meters between them, okay? Just as a little added bonus, because we want to make sure that in case we get asked a different kind of question. So from here to here, so look at what we've got. We got all these places. I'm going to just draw those places. This is 1 meter, this is 1 meter. All of these are 1 meter. If it were to ask you from -6 to +3, okay, so all of those are 1 meter. Then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 meters. Okay, this is extra. This was an extra little example, okay? What is the value of 2 plus -2 minus -3 plus 1 over 3 minus 9 plus 5? Oh, that one looks like it's some kind of crazy, doesn't it? Well, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad, okay? What we're going to do first is rewrite. We're going to do the top first. Let's do this first. We're going to split this into 2 sections. We're going to do the top. I'm going to come right over here and write down 6 plus -2 minus -3 plus 1. And then I'm going to come over here and write 3 minus 9 plus a -5 plus 3, okay? And then, so I'm just splitting them into 2 different expressions for the moment. And now we got to look at, then we're going to, once we do that, we're going to come back to this. We're going to come back to this, okay? So, first thing we're going to do is look right here. We're going to break it up. I tell you what, no, we're not going to break it up yet. Let's go ahead and write the whole thing as addition. So 6 plus -2, we're good. But look right here. We got a red flag right there. We've got to rewrite that as addition. We've got to KCO this. We keep the -2. This becomes addition, and this is our C, this is our O, and that becomes a +3. We had to rewrite that section, and then plus 1, okay? Now we're ready to look at this. We had to fix this. Okay? So now, 6 minus 2, 6 plus the -2. Are the signs alike? Nope, they're different. So what do? I subtract. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So that's going to be 4. Take the sign of the one farthest from 0, which is the +6, which makes that 4 a +4. Perfect. 4 plus 3 plus 1. Now it's easy. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So just hold on to that 8 for a minute. Let's come over here and do this one. First, we want to write everything as addition. And we've got a subtraction sign right there. So we've got to rewrite this as addition. We're going to keep the 3. We got to KCO that. Keep K. Here's my C. Here's my O. That is a +9. So now we've got 3 plus a -9 plus a -5 plus 3. So now we're ready to start here. 3 plus the -9. Are the signs the same? Nope, they're different. If they're different, we subtract. So 9 minus 3 is 6. Here, that's 6. Here's your sign. Which one of these is the farthest from 0? This -9 is the farthest from 0, so the 6 gets a negative. And then we have plus a -5. So now we look at this. Are the signs the same? Yes, they are. They are alike. What do? We add and get 11. Here's your sign. We keep the sign. Plus 3. Now we're here. Are the signs the same? No, they're different. So we got to come over here and do 11 minus 3. 11 minus 3 is 8. So we do the math and get 8. Here's your sign. The -11 is the farthest from 0. So the 8 gets a negative and our answer is -8. Now we got to hold on to that a minute. We're not done. Because now we got to come back up here. We've done all this now. So we're going to take this 8 right here, and put it up here. We got 8 over, and we're going to take this 8, put it over here, -8. And now we're dividing. That's 8 divided by -8. Well, 8 divided by 8, we're going to do the math. 8 divided by 8 is 1. Here's your sign. We have a +8 and a -8, so my answer is going to be -1. Okay? None of that work was hard. It was just a lot of it. There was just a lot of it. And that's the thing that y'all are going to have to make sure you are getting in your head, is that you are going to have things that have a lot of work, okay? Complete the choice matrix by selecting an equivalent fraction to the given expression. All right. Well, let's just look and see. Let's just work them. See what happens down here. On the Mastery Connect that you'll be doing, this will be a drag and drop. But I will be here for that, so we won't have to worry about that. All right, multiplication and division. All right, so this is -4 times 3, -3. We're going to do the math. 4 times 3 is 12. Here's your sign. Cover up both negatives. It leaves you a positive, so that's a +12. So there's +12, okay? We would just drag that and drop it. 4 times -3. 4 times 3 is 12. Cover up one positive for the 4, one negative for the 3, and our answer is going to be -12. 4 times 3 is 12. That's 2 positives, it's 12. And -4 times 3 is -12. All of these are multiplication. You see that multiplication symbol? Now, I want to show you something real quick. Let's just throw in a little extra, okay? Again, this is going to be extra. This could be written -4 times -3. Or it could be written -4 times -3. All of those are multiplication. This could be 4 times -3. It could have parentheses around both of them. It could be 4 times -3. This could be 4 times -3. All of that is the same. And to be honest with you, this is going to go away. You're not going to see multiplication like that ever, really. You'll never see me write it like that. This is my favorite right here. This is my favorite. I think you should make that your favorite too. So that's done. What is the value of 4.8 divided by 1.2 times -2.1? All right, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to we're going to use a calculator for this one. We just are. Actually, yeah, we're going to use a calculator for this one. Monday, I will show you how to use the Desmos calculator on your Chromebook until we, or I'll give you a calculator Monday to use on certain problems. I'll figure out how I'm going to do this Monday with your cumulative, but we're going to just use a calculator on this. We're not going to battle these decimals right now. -4.8 divided by 1.2 is going to be 4. And then, oops, 4 times negative 2.1. So we have a negative 8.4. Okay. We're going to just do it on the calculator right there. Match the correct values with each expression. So, one third times negative 1/3. Now, these are not hard fractions, and so we're not doing those on a calculator. We're not doing those on a calculator. So, you're going to probably need a little bit of scratch paper or something to do this on. So, let me get me something to write on. So, here we go. I'll write your fractions this way. I don't like these diagonals, and this is from Mastery Connect, and so but 1/3 times a negative 1/3. If you remember with fractions, you just multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 3 is 3. Now we're going to use our Dorito Man. We're going to use Dorito Man, and we cover up the positive. We cover up a negative. There's a negative, so our answer is negative 1/3. 1/9. 3 times 3 is 9. Y'all are screaming 9 right now, aren't you? 3 times 3 is 9. So this is negative 1/9. Okay? Then we have negative 1/3 times negative 1/3. Multiply straight across. That's 1. That's a 9. 2 negatives gives us a positive, so this is going to be 1/9 right here. Okay? And then negative 1/3 times 1/3. I want you to rewrite all of these. Probably had enough room to do it right here. We didn't have to really do it on another sheet of paper, did we? Okay. 1/3, multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 negative, 1 positive is going to be a negative 1/9. And then negative 1/3. That negative even if the negative's on the bottom, it makes the whole thing negative. So we're just going to stick it out to the side. We're not going to worry about if it's on top or bottom. Just move it out to the left. So that's 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 negatives make a positive, so your answer for that one is a positive 1/9. Don't worry, and I hate those diagonal fractions. Rewrite every fraction. A college with approximately 34,568 students produces trash that fills 4,500 tall trash cans per week. If each student produces the same amount of trash, approximately how many trash cans does each student fill per week, written as a decimal? Okay, we're doing this after we finish. We're going to just throw that one out. And if it's on the mastery check next week, I'll tell you what we're going to do with it. But we're doing that in the next part, so we're not going to. What value is equivalent to? And we're going to just get rid of that one for now. The teachers at ULMS are planning a field day for 7th grade students. Back up to number 10 for a minute. Just put on here, I don't want you to think I'm throwing this math away because it is important, but I have a reason for doing this. And just put on here next week. And I will, we're going to do it, but I don't want you having to worry about it for the assessment on Monday. The teachers at ULMS are planning a field day for the 7th grade students. The table shows the number of students that are signed up for each field day event. The teachers, all right, so there we go. Teachers spend $256.79 of $325 prize budget on prizes for the winners of each event. How much money do the teachers have left in the prize budget? Well, that's all fine and good. And all we need is this. And so we're just subtracting 300.25 minus 256.79. We're just subtracting here. So that's a 6. And we got to go all the way over here. That's a 4. 3. for. So they have $43.46. And just because I want to make sure I didn't do something wrong and too fast, I'm going to check mine with the calculator. You don't have that luxury right now, but I am right. Ms. Bosworth correctly simplifies the expression shown below. What is Ms. Bosworth's result? Get rid of it. That's it. That is it. So, we will come back to that. We will come back to that. We ain't fighting those battles at the moment. Okay? So there's our key. I will post a picture of this. I don't know if I want to post a picture of this because the only way I want you to be able to get this is if you watch the video. So if you don't get to the video in class today, this is something you're going to need to do between now and Monday. And I hope y'all have a great weekend. And remember, because you have a sub today, I know in years to come you may not, but today you do. And you know what my expectations are. And I hope to come back very, very happy. I love y'all. Have a great weekend.